Spanish researchers say they have captured what's believed to be the first images of a rare deep-sea fish, which tends to live thousands of meters below the ocean's surface.
Another oarfish has made an appearance along the Southern California coast.
It's smaller than another oarfish that was found in La Jolla last August. Scientists don't know why these fish are washing up along our coast these days.
Creatures from the darkest parts of the ocean are showing up on beaches and shores. Why are they coming out? Some say they've seen a monster down there, a giant beast like Livyatan, the sea monster named in the Bible. And there's more. For years, we've heard weird sounds coming from the ocean, sounds no one can explain. We've even made videos about them before. Are these the roars of a monster? Is that why these creatures are so scared they won't go back, even when people try to push them into the water again? Let's find out what's happening in this video. This all started with some creepy events. A few months ago, fishermen in Russia caught a fish called the smooth lampfish. This fish lives 2 kilometers down in the sea, but it wasn't down there. It was floating right on top of the water, like it was running from something. Then, in the United States, a fish called the Black Sea Devil washed up dead on a beach in California. This ugly fish, with a glowing light on his head to catch prey, usually stays 5 kilometers below the surface. Seeing it on land was a shock. It was the first time ever. But the scariest thing happened in Australia. More than 150 killer whales threw themselves onto a beach. These are big, strong animals. Sharks are afraid of them. People worked hard to save them, pushing them into the water, but the whales fought to stay out. It was like they were saying, "The sea is too dangerous now." Sadly, 90 of them died. What could scare these tough creatures so much that they'd rather die on land than go home? People are starting to talk about an old story from the Bible. It tells of a giant sea monster called Livyatan. The Bible says it's a huge serpent with tough scales and a mouth so fierce it scares everything around it. Back then, people believed Livyatan ruled the seas, and only God could stop it. Could this monster be real? Could it be hiding in the 95% of the ocean we've never seen? We've only explored 5% of the sea, and that little bit has already shown us wild things, like fish with lights on their heads and whales that hunt sharks. What's in the rest? For a long time, people have heard strange noises from the sea. Back in 1997, a sound called bloop was picked up by microphones under the water. It was so loud it traveled thousands of kilometers. Some thought it was ice breaking, but others said it sounded like a huge animal. Then in 1999, there was Julia, a long, moaning noise that gave people chills. There's another one called slow down, a deep rumble that slows as it goes. Are these just rocks moving underwater, or is something alive down there? Something big enough to scare everything else away? These sounds have been around for years, but now with all these creatures coming up, is there actually a monster in the sea? So why won't these creatures return to the sea even when we try to help them? Let's look closer. Take the killer whales in Australia. When the rescue teams pushed them back into the water, the whales swam right back to the beach. It wasn't just 1 or 2, almost all of them did it. They acted like the ocean was a trap they couldn't face. The smooth lampfish was the same. It didn't swim down, it stayed up top until it died. And the Black Sea Devil, it didn't even try to live. It was already dead when it hit the shore. Some think it's a monster like Livyatan that has taken over the deep sea. But there's another idea, one that's just as scary. It's not a monster. It's us. Humans have been messing with the ocean for a long time. We fish too much, we drop trash in the water, and we make loud noises with ships and machines. And now the sea is getting warmer because of climate change. That heat is changing everything down there. The ocean used to be balanced. Deep sea creatures swam up at night to eat and went back down by day. Now the top water is too warm and low on oxygen, and the deep water lacks oxygen too. These creatures come up to breathe, but the surface is dangerous. Too bright, too warm, and full of boats and people. Many die or get stuck on shore. Our trash, like plastic and chemicals, pollutes the sea and makes fish sick. Overfishing takes too much food away. Loud ship noises scare the animals. This makes the deep sea unlivable. Climate change, from burning coal, oil, and gas heats the ocean and breaks its balance. If these creatures keep dying, the whole sea could collapse. Small fish, big fish, whales, and sharks could all disappear. The ocean gives us half our air, so we're in trouble if it stops working. This isn't about a monster like Leviathan. It's about us harming the sea and ourselves. We need to use less oil and coal, cut down on trash, and shield the ocean from noise and overfishing. If we don't, deep-sea creatures won't be the only ones losing their homes. We could be next. When strange fish or whales wash up, it's not just odd, it's a warning to fix our mistakes. Together, we can still save the ocean and ourselves from extinction. If you want to know more about the unknown deep-sea sounds, don't forget to check our previous videos. Like, share, and subscribe for more.